and I'm going to explain about unions and labor relations on their role in organization. For the union, I have negotiate wages and benefits, which is unions negotiate with employers on behalf of their members to secure better wages, benefits, and working conditions. Next is representing employees. They act as a representative for employees in disputes with management, ensuring that their rights are protected. Last, for union is promoting fair. Union advocate for fair labor practice and work to protect workers from unfair treatment or unsafe working condition. Next one is labor relations. Labor relations refer to the overall relationship between management and employees, including how they interact and resolve conflicts. So the labor relations are influenced by various law and practice. So number one is regulatory framework, number two collective bargaining, and number three is dispute resolution. Unions empower workers by allowing them to have a say in workplace decisions, negotiate for improved job securities and better working conditions, mediate conflicts, and participate in shaping labor relate to the policies within their organizations on a broader societal scale. So for the management, I give two examples. The first one is cost control. It is effectively controlling labor expenses while preserving output and profitability. And the second one is flexibility, maintaining flexibility in staffing and operations to respond to market changes and business needed. So for the labor unions, I have job security, defend participants from layoff or wrongful termination. And then for the second one is safe and healthy work environments, such as promote secure working environments. So the last one is society. I have two examples too. So for the first one is work-life balance. Promote policies that let the staff members manage their personal and family lives in addition to their employment. So the second one is economy stability, encourage steady job growth and the economy. So for the
Assalamualaikum and hi Dr. Shereen. I'm Syazana Mus'ifah binti Mustaza. As the second presenter, I'm going to explain about the laws and regulations that affect labor relations and also the union organizing process. There are several laws that be implemented and enforced by various governmental bodies, including the Ministry of Human Resources, the Department of Labour, the Industrial Court, and other relevant authorities such as EPS, SOTSO, and HRDF. They ensure the rights and obligations of both employers and employees are respected and upheld in the Malaysian labour market. For the first act, which is Employment Act 1955, this is the primary legislation governing employment practices in Malaysia. It outlines the basic terms conditions of employment such as working hours, public holidays, termination and layoff benefits, and maternity protection. Next, the second act is Industrial Relations Act 1967. This act plays a critical role in governing labour relations, particularly in relation to trade union and industrial disputes, such as trade union activities, collective bargaining, and dispute resolution. For the third act that enforces are Trade Union Act 1959. This act deals specifically with the establishment and operation of trade unions, such as union registration and union rights and responsibilities. Fourth act, which is Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994. This act focuses on ensuring safety and health working conditions, whereby workplace safety standards and employees' health. Next, Employee Social Security Act 1969. This act provides social security to employees, such as Social Security contribution and benefits. And last but not least, Employee Provident Fund Act 1991. That is, deals with retirement savings where doing retirement fund contribution. Next, I'm going to explain about the union organizing process that involves several stages. They are governed by the legal framework, particularly under the Trade Union Act 1959 and the Industrial Relations Act 1967. Here are the details of the process, which are starting by stage 1, initiation. The interest in union formation, when group workers forming a union due various reasons. Next, informal discussion to gauge interest and support for unionization among peers. Second stages are gathering support, whereby collecting signatures for interested employees. Next, assessing support. The level support for union is assessed to ensure sufficient interest. For the third stage are application for registration by drafting a constitution. These are to outline objectives, rules, and organizational structure. Moreover, submit an application. They are submitted to Director General of Trade Unions. Next, legal requirement. The application must follow the Trade Union Act. Stage 4 are reviewed by Director General of Trade Unions. He reviewed the application, ensuring compliance with the legal requirement. And also, he decides whether to approve or reject the application. The next stage is stage 5, whereby the issuance of the registration certificate. They issue the application after successfully registered. And then, public announcement regarding the formation of the registration of the union. Stage 6 are past registration activities with election of leaders, and then membership drive to enroll more members. And next, collective bargaining, where they engage in collective bargaining with the employer for better terms and conditions of employment. For the last stage is continuous compliance by the union, must continually adhere legal obligation and do regular report and compliance with administrative requirements, and how law and regulation that affect labor relation and union organizing process affect the organizational performance. Firstly, labor laws provide a framework for labor relation, creating stability and predictability in the workplace. This stability can contribute to a positive organizational environment by reducing uncertainty and potential disruption. Next, where there is a union presence, positive relation between management and unions can lead to collaboration problem solving. This collaboration can result in mutually beneficial agreements that address both employee concerns and organizational needs.
Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm Nur Afrina Alya and my ID number is 2023858602. Today I'm the third presenter. I will explain on how management and unions negotiate contract. Management and unions negotiate contract. The negotiation of contract between management and union is a structured process typically involving collective bargaining. The process is framed within the legal context provided by the Industrial Relations Act 1967. There are a few stages on how management and unions negotiate contract. Management and unions negotiate contract. Stage 1. Preparation. First, research and data collection. Both parties collect relevant data to the negotiation. Second, setting objective. Management and union identify their objective and prioritize for the negotiation. Third, formation of negotiating teams. Each side select a team to represent in the negotiation. Typically, it consists of individuals with knowledge. Stage 2. Initial meeting. First, establishment of ground rules. The first meeting involves setting ground rules for the negotiation process. Second, exchange of proposal. Both parties present their initial proposal, outlining their demands and expectations. Stage 3. Bargaining session. First, discussion and counter-proposal. The negotiation involves a series of meetings. Second, problem-solving approach. The negotiation involves a problem-solving approach where both parties work collaboratively to find mutually acceptable solution. Third, focus on key issue. Negotiation typically centered around key issue. Stage 4, mediation, if necessary. First, involvement of a mediator. If negotiation reach a stalemate, a third-party mediator may be brought in to help facilitate a resolution. Second, mediation process. The mediator works with both sides to understand their position and help them find common grounds. Stage 5, agreement and ratification. First, reaching a tentative agreement. Once both parties agree on the terms, a tentative agreement is drafted. Second, ratification by union members. The union presents agreement to its member for a vote. Approval by the union member is required for the agreement to be ratified. Third, signing the contract. Once ratified, the contract is formally signed by representatives from both sides. Stage 6, implementation and follow-up. First, implementation of the agreements. The agreed upon terms are put into effect according to the timeline specified in the contract. Second, monitoring compliance. Both parties monitor compliance with the contract and address any issues or dispute that may arise. The last one is key consideration. First, good faith negotiation. Both parties are expected to engage in negotiation where they should be open, honest, and willing to compromise. Second, legal framework. The entire process is governed by Malaysian labour law, which provide guidelines and protection for both parties. Third, confidentially. Negotiations are confidential until an agreement is reached. And that's all from me. I hope you get it, and thank you for listening until the end.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Wan Nor Azlin binti Mansuhaili, and I'm the last presenter for this group. And I will present two topics which are the practice of contract administration and new approaches to labor management relations. First topic is the practice of contract administration. In Malaysia, contract administration pertains to the management and performance of a contract's terms and conditions following its negotiation and signature, specifically in the context of labor relations and employment contracts. This procedure makes sure that the terms are followed by the employer, which is the management, and the employees who are frequently represented by a union. Let's take a look at the practice. So firstly is to understanding the contract. This is going to be in terms of familiarization, which is permanent members of the union and management make sure that they are completely aware of the terms of the contract. And secondly, dissemination of information, which all involved parties such as HR divisions, line managers, and staff members are informed of the conditions. Second practice is implementation of contract terms. The first one is applying contract provisions. This involves adjusting pay, benefits, hours worked, and other terms in accordance with the agreement. Secondly is training and guidance. This is to guarantee constant usage of the new technology throughout the company. So the managers and supervisors must get training in their use frequently. Thirdly, monitoring and enforcement. These are through regular monitoring. To assure compliance, management and union representatives keep an eye on how the contract is being implemented. And through handling violations, procedures are adhered to if a party violates the agreement. Internal resolutions mechanisms, grievance procedures, or under certain circumstances, mediation or arbitration may be involved in this. Fourthly, grievance handling. First thing first, procedure for a grievance. A grievance procedure is typically included in contracts to resolve disagreements or misunderstandings of the terms in the agreement. And resolution process. Grievances are usually resolved through an ordered process that may include discussions with union representatives, HR, and supervisors, as well as possible mediation or arbitration. Fifth, ongoing communication. This can be through regular meetings. Frequent meetings between union representatives and management exist to resolve issues and ensure that the contract is carried out without any problem, or through feedback mechanisms. To determine areas that need advancement, management and staff are frequently asked for their feedback. Six, documentation and record keeping. Under this practice, they need to maintaining records. Precise records of all decisions and acts pertaining to the contract are kept. This includes recording grievances and how they were resolved. Next, legal compliance, making sure that every procedure complies with the terms of the contract, as well as Malaysian labor law. 7. Preparing for a negotiation. So firstly is to do assessment and review. As the agreement draws closer to its expiration, both parties evaluate its efficiency and pinpoint areas that require further renegotiation. Second, gathering input. To guide future negotiations, managers and employees' opinions are gathered. That's all for the first topic. Now we go to the next topic, which is new approaches to labor management relations. With changes in the economy, technology, and cultural expectations, labor management relations in Malaysia have evolved. New strategies are being used to foster connections between employers and employees that are more cooperative, flexible, and mutually beneficial. So, these are the new approaches. The first one is collaborative problem solving. Joint consultation committees, forming committees where management and employee representatives convene to cooperatively address and resolve workplace concerns, or shared decision making, encouraging a more interactive style of decision making, particularly when it comes to issues that directly impact workers. Secondly, enhanced communication strategies, which is the first one by open door policies, creating a work environment where staff members are at ease approaching management with ideas and concerns. Next, regular meetings and feedback sessions. Organizing regular meetings to address workplace concerns, provide updates on company matters, and obtain feedback from employees. Finally, the last approach is legal and regulatory compliance, where it has to be staying updated with laws. We have to assure compliance and staying up to date on labor law developments to prevent legal issues and advance ethical work practice. That's all from us. Thank you for listening and Assalamualaikum.